Hi guys, you are most welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. So guys, I just want to ask a question and I really want you to drop your thoughts, your comments in the comment section. A few days ago, I was having a chat with my colleagues. We actually had a discussion on this. We're talking about, should I tell my partner everything about my past before we get married, right? It was an interesting discussion. Well, in the course of our discussion, we tried to rephrase the question. The word everything may be a little bit problematic and ambiguous. So I'm trying to rephrase it like, how much of my dark past should I tell my partner? How much information about my past, especially the dark part of the past, should I divulge to my partner before we get married? Some of my colleagues were like, when you are getting into marriage, right, the whole essence is to build something.
I don't think I can sit down and start going into my past to say, this is what I did. What would be the reason and how does it deal with the current marriage?
I don't think that it's necessary to say everything.
Okay.
There are things that may not be helpful for the relationship. You're going to kill this relationship that you're starting. So you also want to evaluate and say, how is this information going to build the relationship that I'm going in?
So what would you gain by divulging an information that could actually break down the marriage even before it starts? So they're like, no, you don't need to. In fact, one of them categorically said that he's not interested about the past of his wife-to-be.
Because I don't think I'll be interested in knowing what my wife, how many boyfriends she had, and how were they doing things, and what that was her past. I love my wife in her presence.
So he's rather interested in whatever happens from the point that he meets her onward, as in he's interested in the present, not in the past. Whatever she did in the past is in the past. But some are of the opinion that it is always good for you to start your marriage on a good foundation, like on the foundation of honesty. So if there are things that you know that are very serious, critical things, bad things that you have done in the past, it is better you disclose everything up front. If your partner is going to stay, they're going to stay. For example, what are these information like? Information like, oh, probably you've had so many abortions in the past, or you've been in a relationship before and the relationship produced a child or children, or you have accidentally or intentionally murdered somebody in the past. Or maybe before you got born again, before you met Jesus, you were an armed robber, or you were an assassin. All those big things that, it is better that you disclose them so that they don't find out in the future that could even be more devastating, right? Hearing it from somebody else or finding out in a way, and they'll come back to you to say, why did you not tell me? In fact, the issue of probably a lady who has been a prostitute before she turned over a new leaf and got married, the issue also came up. Being a prostitute before, that was in the days of ignorance. You didn't know what you were doing, or you had a big need that needed to be met, and you thought that, okay, you needed to raise money, so you went into prostitution. Now that you are married, is it not good to tell your partner, oh, that was then, but now I'm a changed person? And of course, they can see that you're a changed person. So somebody was like, why should you disclose such? Another person was like, you should disclose it.
There are foundational things that are deal breakers. That if you omit to say that, and it must come from you, it mustn't be heard from other people.
What I think is important is to try by all means to divulge as much as possible the key issues.
And I'm also of the opinion that you should disclose that kind of information, because you never know. You just never know. Somebody might wake up tomorrow and try to blackmail you with what you have done in the past. Probably they've got your nudes and then they send it to your husband. How are you going to defend yourself? And he'll start seeing you in another light. But all of this, it's kind of complex, and I know that it depends. It is contextual. It depends on different circumstances, you know, but in the end, I think, this is my opinion, it is good to be honest. It is good to come out clean. When I was going to get married, my supervisor and I, then I was concluding my master's degree and about to start my PhD. My supervisor and I were having this discussion, like was giving me some advice, some marital advice. And one of the things they said that I can never forget is this. He said, tell the truth and tell it early. You see, it is always good that some information will come from you. Don't let your partner discover through somebody else or through another means. They might never see you the same way again, or they might start saying, oh, so why were you hiding this from me? And then you start saying, no, I was hoping to tell you. No, I meant to tell you. But you see, it might not sit down well. So whatever you do, if you think that there is an information that you can withhold and it will never come out, even if it comes out, it is not going to tear your marriage apart, well, wisdom might be profitable to direct, but it is good to come out clean. This is my stand. It's good to be honest. You see, it is good to build your marriage on a clean foundation. But then, this is my opinion. What do you think? What do you think? Should I disclose everything about my dark past to my partner before we get married? Or should I keep mum and keep everything to myself? Let me hear from you. I really want to hear from you. I really want to know. And maybe in a subsequent video, I'm going to bring 1 or 2 persons and then we'll still do more justice to this, because it is an interesting topic and it is something that a lot of people are facing. It is something that some people are dealing with right now. They don't know, they really love this person, but then there's some things that they've done in the past and they don't know, should I come out clean? Should I keep it to myself? And things like that. Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to drop your comment. I really want to hear from you. Don't just watch and move on. Thank you. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, be intentional. Bye-bye.